Welcome to Danu on Fire, right here on Hi TV, your luxury channel. We are checking out the Shang Palace at the Shangri-La Hotel. Thank you for hosting us, and today I have one phenomenal looking person who has always looked gorgeous. Every single time I see her, she just gets better looking. It's just impossible. I have Perine Fernando, our only supermodel from Sri Lanka who has made big waves. Thank you for being here on the show.
Thank you, Danu, for that nice introduction. But did you say Shag Palace? Or
Shang Palace.
did you? I thought you said Shag Palace.
It's Shang.
Okay. Sorry about that. But
That's fine.
threw me
Now
off
that
a
we're on a
bit.
good start for the show.
That threw me off. I'm like, Shag Palace, okay.
It's
Shang Palace.
Shang
Shang,
Palace.
like
At
Shangri-La.
Shangri-La. Got it?
Yes.
Right.
Well, nice to be here.
Lovely
Finally.
to have. I think all our costumes sort of match with this whole place.
Right.
Yeah. So, Perine, you have walked at the Paris Fashion Week a total of 17 or 19?
Times? I haven't counted, but I
Okay.
could, it was about, Paris was about 10, 11 years.
Oh,
Yeah, long time.
thank you.
And I would say 4 times a year. So it was twice pret-a-porter and 2 times haute couture
Oh, wow.
for 11 years.
All right.
Yeah,
So
long
let's
time.
let's go back in time for those who have not seen your face around here. It's because she doesn't live here, but your roots are from Sri Lanka.
Absolutely.
Okay.
yeah.
So give me a little brief about how it was when you were growing up.
So my dad was a planter.
Okay.
And I was born, and the first few years of my life, I was on a tea plantation. And then we moved to, I moved to Colombo to live with my grandma and go to a school. And I, studied Sinhalese for 10 years. I went to a school in Colombo,
What's the school?
St. Paul's, Milagiri.
Milagiri. Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know.
I
it's
used to
in
have a
Bangladesh.
rickshaw that would take me
Okay.
the first couple of years,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
man-pulled rickshaw.
Oh, wow. Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And he scared me. I was like...
And were you always the tall girl in the
I was
class?
always a tall girl, yes. All
Yeah.
the guys were always shorter than me.
I know, it's very hard to find Sri Lankan men who are tall.
Yes.
So then, what took you out of this country?
So my dad, the whole family, we all left to Switzerland. My
Right.
dad needed medical, treatment, and we all moved. The whole family moved.
Right. And that was the start.
That was the start, yeah.
Who discovered you?
So
Were you like this girl walking on the streets and somebody saw you in slow motion?
Well, I was like the skinny, tall, ugly duckling growing up.
That's according to
And-
you.
No, trust me. I was an ugly duckling at that age. And, there was a scout in Switzerland who said you should be a model. And I
Right.
was like, yeah, I should. That was like, a dream come true. So that's when I, chased after it.
Sort of
I
you thought about it.
basically-
You're like, oh, hold on, wait a minute.
Yeah.
I could put my height to
I
good
could
use.
yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah. But it comes with a lot of work. When you say modeling, it's just not like you can't just wake up in the morning and be like, I want to be a model. How was it for you?
No.
Are you genetically blessed?
I think a model?
No, in terms of, are you genetically blessed? You can always be in shape.
Yes, I think so. Sorry, but
I
really
hate
it's the
people like,
older I get, it's
eat away.
Can
It's
I
all
take a
for you,
sip of
actually.
this now?
Yeah.
This looks-
Cheers to good
cheers.
life. There,
Yes.
we are too far away, so.
yeah, I know. Don't want to show my.
So, all right. So genetically, you are blessed, which makes it so much more easier.
Yes, actually, it is easy
Yeah.
because I eat quite a bit.
Wow.
And but it's slowing down.
Yeah.
But I work out. I mean, I'm like in the gym quite
Every
a
day.
bit. Yeah, I've been working out since I was, I don't know, 13, 14.
Wow.
But doing sports in
That
school.
was at Paul. That's at St. Paul's,
St.
Milagiri.
Paul's, yeah. I used to.
Used to work.
I used
out
to
at-
do everything, the 100 meters, the 200 meters. I did everything,
Yeah.
and I won everything.
Of course,
'Cause I was
because
so
you ran
tall.
2 steps and the others ran 5 steps.
Exactly.
Yeah, so obviously you caught up faster. Let's speak about your first time when you got behind the camera or walked on the ramp. How was it for you?
So I was actually I was in Zurich and mainly doing print modeling. And then there was a modeling agency from Paris that came to Zurich and scouted me. I mean, wanted me to come join the agency.
And what year was this?
Oh my goodness, that was a long time ago. That was like, can I say early 90s?
Right, okay.
To give it a little extra.
Okay. Early 90s.
Yeah, well,
okay.
late 80s, early 90s.
Right, okay. And that's when they sort of...
So yeah, so there was an agency at the time that represented like some quite big models.
Right.
I mean, my hero was Iman, and I kind of crossed paths with her. She was, getting married to David Bowie and basically not working anymore.
Yeah.
But I did a couple of shows with her, and it was
Right.
amazing.
Has she ever spoken to you?
No. But I just remember her walking in late, backstage.
She's like, oh, please, just...
And everyone would just...
just fall at her feet and get everything done.
They would be like...
And you are there from like 2 a.m. just...
Right, exactly. The early days.
Yeah.
But, I did a few shows with her, and it was wonderful.
But did anyone know that you were Sri Lankan?
Yeah, of course. I told everyone I was Sri Lankan.
But did they
I think
know
that
about Sri Lanka?
Well, at the time, 90s in like Europe mostly, they loved exotic girls. And the more exotic and the more, small country that no one heard about,
yeah.
great story.
Yeah, they're like, oh my
They liked it, yeah.
This girl went to St. Paul's Bilagiri on a
they didn't know-
rickshaw.
Well, they didn't know about St. Paul's, but I did tell them about the rickshaw. I mean, that was a good one, right?
It was like, oh my God, give this girl a chance.
Yeah, exactly. She needs to eat. Like, she's so skinny, but little did they know I had my, Sri
Brilliant.
Lankan food
I'm going to
every
actually
night.
let you enjoy some food
Okay.
at the Shang Palace.
Okay. Do I look starved? No, I'm
No,
kidding.
because you have a good appetite and I want you to continue that.
Okay.
Yeah, at least somebody cannot put on weight after this shoot. Let's get into a break. We'll see you on the other side. We'll see you with more with Perine. And it's Danu on Fire with the beautiful Perine Fernando who's here. So Perine, I just have to ask you, you had a modeling career that ended only in 2021 by your decision. You took the decision to end it.
Kind of, yeah.
If not, you'll be
It's
still
like,
going.
You
like-
just can't, you need to know when to walk away, right?
Right, okay.
And that was my moment after COVID. And,
Yeah. What happened during COVID for you in the US?
I think, there was a lot of changes in the fashion industry, because, a lot of companies went under, right? And then there was a lot of change, like in the companies I worked for, like in the company itself, people,
Right.
they either
They let go of
scale
people.
down, they let
Yeah.
go of people, people quit. So there was...
Really hot. I was like, whoa.
It would be nice if
Yeah.
we warned you. But so that's, that's what
And you took the
happened. And
decision.
then,
But can I confess on camera, I had to break the normal gentleman's practice. And I did ask her how old she is. And she did say it. I'm telling you, in a million years, I'll never believe. Because considering the fact that a man pulled you in a rickshaw to school,
that was
that sort of gave it away.
Stone Age.
That's like,
Stone
whoa.
Yeah,
Was it
just
before fuel?
calculated that.
I think we are getting there. We're getting back there. We have no fuel these days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, that would be a good idea. Oh, I would love that. That would be great. I love tuk-tuks.
Oh, yeah.
they're like so convenient.
But now even they don't have fuel.
Oh,
We
they
just
don't
need
have
manpower.
fuel,
Yeah.
Right.
That could be a
Maybe I said everyone should be on bicycles.
yeah. Well, you'll be dead in this country the way they try. The bus, I will be on top of a bus dead, and for days. So,
be a
wanted to
nice
speak to you
sight.
about. So okay, Sri Lankans, typical Sri Lankan. We have only watched like America's Next Top Model and seen Tyra just make people look uglier.
Tyra Banks.
Yeah. But the makeover is so bad most of the time. I feel sorry for them. Then we have
that's true.
Naomi Campbell, who we know very well. We have just seen her.
Okay.
If she was in Sri Lanka, she would have fitted very well in like the whole Maharagama, like, you know, selling beetroot.
I mean, hey, I see a lot of supermodels out there.
No, not that, the way she speaks. I
Oh, the
meant.
way she speaks, okay.
It would have been a convincing sale. But I just want to know, how was she to work with?
So I used to work with her in the 90s, a very long time ago.
Was she jealous of you?
She knew.
Oh, please.
I was jealous of her. No, I'm kidding. I mean, are you kidding me? She has the most amazing body in the world.
Well, you look fabulous.
Well, Naomi Campbell is exceptional. But
Okay.
I mean, we were not good friends, or, you know, I just worked with her. I don't think she was
Is she
very
as
approachable.
and rude as she is
Well,
portrayed to be?
From what I remember, I don't think she was very approachable, let's
Right,
say.
she's
Certain girls that like were, like, even if we were like waiting to go on the runway, they were like nice and, you know.
yeah, will help you,
You know,
out.
like, yeah, not even,
Be pleasant.
even help you out, but like chat or whatever.
Yeah.
But some girls just like snobbed you,
Yeah.
and I think she would have been one of those.
Right.
Yeah, because, you know,
Should have just told her off in Sinhalese.
yeah, I should have
Should have not known it.
bun in the one.
Just bunning her. But tell me, out of all the people who have worked with, who has been your most admired?
My most admired. I mean, well, there was. You mean
Designer
a model,
or as a model?
a model, or as a person, or as a what do you mean, designer?
All three.
All
maybe.
three. Okay, so I would say designer. I have quite a few.
Okay.
I used to love working for Ungaro.
Right. I don't know who he is.
Yeah, he doesn't even. I mean, he was like, you got to Google him. Come
Okay,
on.
fine. We just don't know.
Emmanuel Ungaro.
Right. I'm just sorry because please understand, I'm a boy from Jaffna. I just want to say, I also don't want to pretend as if I know it and just be a fool.
But they don't. I don't know if they exist anymore. Actually,
Okay.
I think they do. But anyway, Dior. I used to
of
love
course.
working with Jean-Franco Ferré.
That we know.
Yeah, you know
Yeah.
Ferré, right?
Yeah, of
He
course.
was like a genius.
Right.
Saint Laurent. I worked with Mr.
Yeah.
Saint Laurent,
Oh,
who's
wow,
not
okay.
around anymore. You know, that was an experience. Who else? I had like, you know what? A lot of them have passed away. That's crazy, isn't it? Like even
This conversation from rickshaw to the point
I
that
know
they
they
all died.
It's just, I mean, unbelievable.
Yeah, but you've had a good, but it has been a good time to remember.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely. I mean, I
Yeah,
was
but-
also 5 when I started, so no.
Yeah, 5. So, you know, when, there was a time when there was all these whole talk shows about, models being too thin, skinny, they're anorexic, they're just not eating, they are getting into, is it bulimia?
Anorexic bullying.
Yeah, they were just,
Yeah.
so all this drama was happening. How was it for you? Did they ask you to be this size? Did they ask you you have to lose so much more?
Right. So when I first went to Paris, it was that measuring tape
Right.
was like, even though they would bring it out, and the hips was the place to measure, and that's where I'm the biggest. So I remember when the first time I was going to go work in Paris for this agency, and the agent measured me, and he said, "You got to lose weight," and I was like, "You got to be kidding me." Like, I didn't even know how to lose weight. Like
Chop it off. Like, there's nothing
like,
here.
not eat? What do you want me to do? But then when I went, I mean, it kind of worked out. But like I said, they'd like measure the biggest part of your hip, and like if it's over, they're like, "Oh, you got to lose weight,"
There are
But
some girls who might be starving and trying to just.
to get into
Yeah.
those clothes, yeah.
What do you think about our Sri Lankan models?
Ah,
Don't
they're-
answer that. I'm going to speak to you about it when we do come back.
Oh, okay.
Do stick around. It's Danu Fact. Welcome back. It's our final segment. We're checking out the private dining area at the Shang Palace at Shangri-La, Colombo. And we have beautiful Perine, who has also put like a flower on her now.
I'm just getting in the
Mood.
Shangri-La
Yeah.
mood.
We're on our last segment now.
I know, a little late,
Yeah.
right?
You wanted to speak about being gender neutral. How big is it in the US?
So, I mean, I've been seeing it on a lot of the runways, right? Like,
They don't care
Cabana's.
about the sex you're born into, as long as you
Exactly.
look fabulous on the
Yeah,
ramp.
and as long as you're yourself. I think, isn't it all about,
Of
you know,
course.
like, so I think it's, I mean, amazing, right? That we're seeing it in fashion. Like when, you know, I was modeling in Paris, it was just one kind of beauty, you know? And so I'm really, I mean, I enjoyed, I was at one of the Colombo Fashion Weeks and I saw, you know, that
It is
shift, which
coming
is-
in. Yeah.
yeah.
Was it on day 3?
No, it was the first day. I kind of saw a little bit of
Okay.
it, but then, you know, I heard.
That's amazing, and I'm so happy that we are also breaking that very stereotypical thinking.
Yeah.
And I think it's through entertainment, fashion, and everything that's light-hearted is when you can give such a strong message
Right.
and be received in a very nice way. So, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
Looking at our Sri Lankan models on the
Okay.
ramp, what do you think about them?
I think this fantastic. I mean, they're like so, they walk so well, you know. There are some really beautiful girls. I don't understand why they don't work in other places, you know. Or maybe some of them do,
Yeah.
right? Like,
But do you think the US or in Paris, they're open to looking at girls from our country? Our skin tone?
I think that they should be, you know, a lot more. And, you know, I think there was a time when, you know, the models were just like, they all looked the same.
Yeah, true.
Right? And,
Yeah.
you know, you couldn't tell one from the other. But I think now they're starting a little bit more to show more color. And, I mean, I just don't, I mean, especially America is like one or the other. You're either white or black, you know, but there's so much in between.
True. And very soon we're all going to be brown. Isn't that where the world is going anyway?
brown.
Yeah.
There's a lot of beautiful brown people
Yeah,
here.
that's going to be the color in the future. I wanted to ask you, are you single? Have you dated Sri Lankan men?
Yeah, I'm not opposed to dating Sri Lankan
But
men.
have you dated them?
I have in the past, yeah.
And?
I mean, you know,
It was good.
It's always nice to, you know, be with people that understand your,
Hometown?
like, you know, the way you think.
Yeah.
And it's like, someone said, it's easier to be with someone that you played in the same sand pit with. So I know someone just told me that, and I was like, oh, that's
Yeah.
that's very interesting. What was it? I can't remember the exact words, but
But whoever understood you better.
okay. I feel very much at home in Sri Lanka, but I've been in so many different like countries and
Yeah.
cultures, and I've lived substantial amount of
Yeah.
years in those
Out
countries.
of this country as well.
Yes. So I kind of feel like, I always say I'm a global citizen or
Yeah.
a global hippie or whatever, because I've, you know,
Wherever
I
it
feel,
takes me.
yeah, I
Yeah.
can go wherever. I mean, right now, New York, when I'm there, I really feel like I'm from there and I'm a part of the city. And, you know, when I'm in Switzerland, I feel Swiss. When I'm in France, Paris, I feel French. So when I'm in Sri Lanka, I fit right in. So I think it's, you know, just changing a little bit your way of thinking. And
This year you came to Sri Lanka. Was there a reason? Was it just for holiday?
So I've actually made some investments here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I did, like, it's been quite a while.
Right.
And I came here to like take care. I've invested in real estate.
Right.
So I haven't been back for like 3.5 years.
Yeah, because
so
of
I've been,
everything that happened, yeah.
yeah.
Have you ever thought of where would you like to be to retire?
I don't think it's going to be one place. I think, yeah, I feel I love the change,
whole,
the
yeah.
difference, you know.
And I think you like the rush in life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, we all need that rush, you know. It doesn't mean to say that because you're getting older that you need to like sit on a porch somewhere and sip tea all day, you know, like.
Where do you even see these people?
No. Isn't that the stereotype? But I feel like, you know, I could be in Switzerland, you know.
Wherever.
Wherever. I could go out. I mean, New York is a big part of me, you know.
I'm sure a lot of designers might have dressed you. In Sri Lanka, who do you hold close to as your favorite designer?
I like Sonali's stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, I think she's, I mean, I remember, you know, wearing an outfit from her on the first Colombo Fashion Week I came to, and that was about 8 years ago, 8-9 years ago.
And you walked the ramp.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
and
you
she
did.
was so sweet. She let me.
Have you rocked a sari in the US or in Switzerland or wherever?
I actually wore a sari in France
Okay.
at the Cannes Film Festival. Not that I walked the red carpet, but I was invited by
Yeah.
a friend, and I did
But
very
just
to
jump on the red carpet. and
I
be like,
should have with
yeah,
my
you should have
sari.
just-
Right? But no, I loved it. It felt very special.
Yeah.
I wore all the Indian jewelry.
Oh, the
to
whole works. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next time you should wear a candian when you get there.
Right.
Yeah. That should be your next call. You'll make global headlines.
I don't know if I have the midriff for it though, because you show a lot of midriff.
Have you seen the midriff that they're showing?
Yeah, that needs a very
They
tight.
need some padding. That's what
tight
makes it nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you wear it and there's a bulge, makes it look nice.
It makes okay. That's
So you don't
a
have the
different way
bulge.
to
Yeah.
see it.
Yeah, it's all about, somebody told me something recently, somebody who watches these shows, and she's a fan, and she stopped me on the road and my whole team was there. And when she was leaving, she said, Danu, you should be proud of yourself. I said, why? She said, not everyone is fat. A lot of people try to be fat, but they can't be fat. You are unique. I was like, what? That's a nice way of saying it.
Yeah, exactly.
And she said, all the others are like katuso. So that means
in this country,
I was like, wow, that's a nice way. Ever since then, I've never looked back.
you're well fed, let's say.
That's how it's going. Perine, it has been absolutely wonderful.
An honor
So
to-
easy to talk to you, and it's amazing. And I'm well done
So
in
much
all what you have
fun.
done. And,
Thank you.
And
We finally got to sit
I
down.
know. And you look phenomenal. Just
Thank
continue
you.
being you.
Thank
And
you,
thank you for taking the time to be on the show.
Thanks.
And also would like to say a big thank you to Shangri-La Colombo for hosting us, and also to Shang Palace, the team here. They've been so welcoming. We'll see you with another cool episode 2 done on fire. Till then.